Hello African artists, this is Selena of Photos Beauty Hub, and this is my presentation for the task 2, which is titled The Magic of Color Theory. I am done carving my model's eyebrows and I'm going to clean her face against all impurities. After cleaning her face, I'm going in for my skin prep, and for my skin prep I'm making use of two products, which are the 24K serum and the Cetaphil. I'm going to apply the 24K serum first, and then lastly I'm going to apply the Cetaphil. And for my foundation, I'm making use of two different foundations, the V Beauty brand and the Alva Cosmetics brand. I'm merging them together to get the shade I applied on my model's face. And that's me at Photos blending the foundation into my model's face, and this is the result of our perfect blending. As a makeup artist, blending is key, so blend, blend, blend. Do not dab. So this is the result of our perfect blending of the two foundation shades we merged together. And for my blush, I'm making use of HD Cosmetics lip palette. I'm using the red shade there for my blush. Yeah, and I'm almost done with my blush application. You blend blush into your model's skin the same way you blend your foundation. And for my concealer, I'm making use of Adventure Concealer. I'm merging two shades of the concealer, the bright and a little bit dark shade for her. I'm making use of the Adventure Concealer for my concealer application. Blend, blend, blend. As a makeup artist, do not forget, blending is key. So I'm blending the concealer into her skin. You can see the side I have blended already, and you can see the result of the blending. Blending is key. I'm using my V Beauty powder palette to set the face. I first of all set the highlighted areas of her face, and then I use my brush to go all over her face with the V Beauty powder palette. After applying the powder, I'm going in with my Mirac Cosmetics translucent powder to bake the face. And for my nose contouring, I'm making use of the dark shade of my V Beauty powder palette. I first of all start by creating a Y-like shape from the eye region down to her nose bridge. In order to get a clean nose contouring effect, one has to be intentional about this particular procedure. So I was able to do it the same way I ought to have done it. You start by creating a Y-like shape. That is very important. Now it's time for my signature brows, and I'm making use of my Carite Cosmetics brown brow gel liner to draw my brows. I first of all begin by sketching a thin line under my model's eyebrows, and then I go up and I do the same thing. When I get to the arc region, I try to create my unique arc. Yeah, that's where I want my own eyebrow arc to be, and I was able to create it. I did the same thing to the other side of her face. That's sketching a thin line rather under my model's eyebrow, and then I go up and I do the same thing. I create my arc as well, and then I use the same brow gel liner from Carite Cosmetics to fill in the eyebrow. And for the inner corner, I make light strokes to make it look as natural as possible, and I'm going in with my Adventure Concealer to conceal the eyebrow. After that, I'm going to use my setting powder to set the concealed area of the eyebrow. And for my eyeshadow application, I'm going to use my Adventure Concealer as my eyeshadow base for this unique eyeshadow. And for my transition shade, I'm making use of blue. Blue is one among the primary colors on the color wheel. There are three colors there: the blue, yellow and red. So I'm using the blue as my transition shade. Afterward, I'm making use of my Adventure Cosmetics concealer to create a cut crease. After creating the cut crease, In the inner corner of the eye, I'm applying yellow, which is one among the primary colors on the color wheel. I blend it to my desired taste, and I'm also applying a pink color because there is a particular effect I wanted this eye look to give. So I'm applying a pink color to the cut crease area of my eyeshadow. I extended the cut crease to the outer corner of the eye in order to apply more of the primary colors in order to get the eye effect I wanted. So after blending, I applied it, and we did the same thing to the other parts of the eye. And after that, we went in with our waterlining. I used the Carite Cosmetics black gel liner in order to line my model's waterline. Afterward, we went in with our mascara to apply on the natural eyelashes to give the natural black effect before we apply the false lashes to it. In with our eyelash application, and we're making use of lashes glue and the eyelash picker in order to apply the false lashes after the mascara must have dried up. I'm going in with my bronzer right on top of the cheekbone. After dusting off the excesses of the eyeshadows from her face, I'm going in with my bronzer. And for our lip application, I'm making use of HD Cosmetics lip palette, the one I used earlier for the blush, for my liquid blush. I'm using it. I used the Ox Blood shade, the Ox Blood color of the lip palette to line her lips, and for the inner corner of the lips, I made use of the red. I wanted red color. I preferred red colored lips because I want the basic colors of the color wheel to be on this particular look I created. For our setting spray, I'm making use of the Stay On Flawless Ivy setting spray to set the entire face. And this is the result of the dazzling look we have created. I want to talk to you. I want to explain a little bit about the color theory. Color theory for makeup is the art and science of how colors are related to each other and the visual effect that they have. This theory will help you choose makeup colors for yourself and create desired effect. Makeup products come in rainbow colors, having different effects like matte, shiny, pearlescent, metallized, translucent, sheer, or gloss. Thank you all for watching.